have taught you everything I know.
What's the hurry?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those adepti.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming...
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply, I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take...
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here.
Shenhua and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No, but I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's...
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found?
In truth, if everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are... Now, please excuse me. As you can see...
Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help...
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like that.
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the... Here are your keys.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhe too.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on... See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that cloud routine? What's going...
One trust you have met
So far, so good.
naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in
Cool. Is calling her Shenhe?
her Adeptus name. Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. How
Oh, right. Wait, what? Paimon neither. This...
do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary?
Well, to start with, her problem...
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this one first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so...
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, that she was able... One dealt with...
In other words,
Not necessarily.
that's still so...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Moon Carver once... Red ropes have... It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were...
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion. Ningguang once me if she handled... Let us conclude our...
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Oh, no wonder she just... Hey! So, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my mask. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have... After all, master is...
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience trying to Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treat... For this, I am very grateful.
To be fair, we've met our fair... Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper. After all, sunset for me. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
What's the hurry?
But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Byron! And hey! People Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the remainder of the construction work is...
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't wait. I know you. You're the one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Pleased to meet you. I'm Beidou, captain of the Croc.
Beidou? Are you here to join the Jade Chamber contest?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it up.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold...
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler. I'm sure you've heard of them before. And this is...
Shenhua.
Good to meet you. Well, from today on, I guess Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that, to be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father. Wow. So it looks like the three of... Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to...
In that case, I have a proposal. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You got—
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, by the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment. Ooh, what's the opera called? The opera is a labor of love by my father. It's called The Divine Damsel. Excuse me, Master.
Of course I have.
My name is Yunji.
Yunjin? Stage use. Oh, so, sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. So, you're here to ask about wonder, the types of ore needed to make wonder core.
No?
If I remember correctly, it could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people of course, it's
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite Perhaps it can give me... I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these. No wonder the legend of the divine... The divine damsel? What's the story about? It's the story of a girl. Cool. A hero story? The legend first arose in that village. There was a loving couple who the wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to the vile and vicious monster. What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster... But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came... No! Don't do it, Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter them. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
I really like this story, but I personally think that perhaps the little girl was... I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is...
I've never considered opera is always an interpretation of the... When my father wrote the script...
I think it's...
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! This should be enough star sponge or iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us. Huh. Hedron's...
Hello, sir. We were just passing by.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, Shenhua, Yunjin,
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Shenhe.
Shinho. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium. But I think this place is deserted now.
Thank you, kind sir. Well, don't worry. Mingjin has no ill...
okay. Then
The remains of a god, an abandoned village. But does this mean that the time frame certainly matches?
Quite the find.
What's this? So, now that I think about it, she does behave right. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling, according to this text. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the... Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Oh.
we've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to... Let's go back and tell Shin...
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances, but I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him. I just let things happen. I bring flowers back.
Apologize for what? There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love.
Do you still...
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate. So if you ask me how...
It must have been so tough.
Shenhe, we're
leave you all in peace. I'll tell you more about the old time.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhua, look! This tells us how—
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to— Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not—
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but—
It's okay.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become so. I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will
Don't worry. In fact, I think maybe you've already—
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut the— We can't let someone else— That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea? Ningguang didn't tell you. Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. But these things can be unpredictable. Only a single mountain lies if things get out of control.
This is some top-quality ore you found. Guess now it's my time.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry.
Much obliged, Master Zhang.
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got—
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know it. When we first met, I told you I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin humans. Maybe it won't work for me to...
Without knowing the ins of it, now that our paths...
Thank you. So, Master...
Fine by me. I'm actually...
Whew. The sigils are ready.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets them.
What's the hurry?
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found... I hereby announce that the winners of this...
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate!
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the J...
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up. This has been a
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Thank you all.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your...
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here? In the Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains.
Thank you, Lady Ning.
You're quite welcome.
Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question.
Wow! You're a mind reader, Ningguang! Oh well...
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow! Paimon hadn't even asked...
Your question was written all over your face. So I promise you that should you one day...
Oh, great! So no more questions from us. Shenhe, you got...
Me?
Yes, this was a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to...
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably...
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in... Yes. Perhaps someone you've met, or, in short...
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made
Glad to hear it. Watch your back.
Beidou? Ningguang?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be... My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above, and I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence! The Avenger of the Vortex, Baish.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. Huh? In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
Get him! No one escapes my sight!
This one will be frozen in time. What's the hurry?
Transfiguration! Unleash!
Do your master's bidding!
Manifest! Unleash! Manifest! Will regret this! Unleash! Manifest!
Oh, so sorry.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword.
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is I'm just a little exhausted. I wanted to deal with it myself. Don't worry.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with.
Good.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyun Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the...
Thanks to the medical supply. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this on behalf of the entire Millilith.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yoon's opera, I'll be able... I wasn't trying to be a hero, though.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down. If she returns...
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. That I do not deny. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find you have learned from past failures and hence on balance.
While the position of
Shenhe. One saw you hopefully
Yes. I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take... In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you.
Please, have a good rest. We must celebrate both the...
Body and mind.
Wow! It's Paimon's first time with...
All of you here are my distinct... Those who don't drink...
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. I hear she's going to perform...
Hey! Look!
这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought
It was wonderful.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the play has an ending, but life goes.
Thank you.
Ms. Yun. Here you are, huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? Let me pull up a chair, all right. We'll all have...
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the...
Uh-oh. This feels all too familiar.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm...